We're just a few days away from Christmas. Campuses are really quiet right about now. Everybody's email box is kind of slowing down, and the phones have kind of stopped ringing. And for a lot of families in high school recruiting, that silence feels kind of unsettling. It feels like recruiting has totally stopped. But the truth is, recruiting has not stopped. It's just kind of shifted. College programs are on a break. High school holiday tournaments are about to be in full swing, and behind the scenes, recruiting decisions are being shaped every day. So today, I want to explain what is really going on right now in college recruiting and what high school students, high school families need to do during this window so they don't fall behind heading into January. So before I go any further, I want to be clear about who this video is for. It's for high school seniors who are still uncommitted, especially those looking at those Division twos and threes for basketball. And if you're a senior, the next few months matter a lot. If you're a junior, stay with me. Your timeline's a little different, and I'll give you a shorter plan at the end so you can use this window the right way without rushing. And if we haven't met, my name is Keith Mondillo. I've been a college basketball coach and director of athletics for over 30 years. Right now, my program is on break for about 9 days. I don't have any practices. There are no games to prep for until after the new year. My campus is completely quiet. But my staff and we're still recruiting because what happens in December directly impacts what happens in January and February and even into the spring. At this point in the year, many Division II programs have already made their high school offers, and many of those offers have already been accepted. That doesn't mean Division II recruiting is over for the year, but it does mean roster needs are narrowing. Families who understand this adjustment are the families who do not often feel blindsided in February. And at the high academic Division III schools, early decision and early action have already pulled in a large portion of their recruiting classes. Those programs recruit early because admissions timelines matter. What's left are still very good Division III opportunities, but not the same opportunities that existed in September. Understanding that matters. And every year, there's a group of athletes holding out for that Division I opportunity. Some of them will resurface again in the spring. When they do, it will impact Division II and III rosters. This is just part of the ecosystem of college recruiting. It's neither good or bad, it's just a reality. Now, this is critical. College coaches recruit in this order. First, their own roster. Who's coming back next year really matters. That decisions and those conversations used to happen at the end of the year. They're happening now in December and January. And then second, as we all know, the transfer portal. The transfer portal is always going to be a priority for college coaches. Third's junior college. And then last, the remaining high school seniors. Coaches cannot wait until the season's over to figure all this out. They are forecasting right now. That is why timing matters. By late February and early March, many college basketball seasons will be over. The transfer portal will open and roster movement will accelerate. High school seniors who are unorganized or unclear often feel that squeeze. Those with a plan stay in control. Before we go any further, if you want a clear framework for understanding this process, download my College Recruiting Jumpstart Pack. It breaks down timelines, communication, and next steps so you're not guessing. The link is below. So let's get into the top 5 actions seniors must take right now. Action 1, get honest about your market. This is the hardest step. Stop chasing what's gone, and you need to start focusing on where you are wanted. This is not a lowered standard type of thing. It is choosing reality. Action step 2, rebuild your list using the 4-part fit test. Every school must pass the 4-part fit test when you're going through the recruiting process. Your academic fit, athletic fit, social fit, and financial fit. If a school fails 2 of the 4, it should come right off the list. You're not picking a logo. You're picking an environment to develop in socially, academically, and athletically. Action 3. Use holiday tournaments as your communication event. This is where many recruits just miss out. They don't understand that if you email a coach before the tournament, send a short email with your schedule and some film, coaches will get you on their radar. And then follow up during the tournament. After a strong game, just send a brief update with 1 or 2 clips. And then after the tournament, email those college coaches again and send them a recap with your results, updated film, and your January plan. This is how recruits stay visible without being annoying. Action 4. Expand paths without ego. Junior college can be an option. It could be a reset. Prep school can help you develop academically or physically. And the gap year, which was common before, in 2026, it's not that common anymore. But it's still an option for all the right reasons. And these are the tools, not failures. The right tool at the right time matters. And action 5, create a 30-day communication plan. This is where communication separates recruits. Weekly follow-ups, film updates, coaching conversations when appropriate, high school and AAU coach outreach. You do not need more exposure. You just need structure. And if communication feels confusing, well, that's normal. That's why I built the College Coach Communication System. It gives families exact framework for emailing, following up, and having the right conversations at the right time. Communication is the difference between being watched and being prioritized. If you're a junior, your timeline is different, and you're not chasing offers right about now. Here's what you should be doing. Build your list using the 4-part fit test. Start communication habits immediately. Tighten your film and use these holiday tournaments to introduce yourself and not force interest. Build your spring and summer plan. You do not need to rush, but do not wait on any of this stuff. Here's what the next few months should look like. December's about positioning. January is about creating clarity. February is about your decisions. And spring is about adjustments. And the families who understand this rhythm, they stay in complete control of the recruiting process. I want to leave you with this. After more than 30 years of coaching college basketball, I can tell you this with confidence. The families who do best in recruiting are not the loudest. They're not the most frantic, and they're not the ones chasing every rumor or headline. They're the ones who stay grounded. They focus on fit instead of pressure. They focus on communication instead of exposure. They focus on development instead of panic. And I've watched athletes land at schools that wanted them, develop them, and support them, and go on to have incredible college careers. And I've also watched families chase a name and a level or a timeline that didn't fit and spend years trying to recover from it. Recruiting's not a race, it's a process. And the families who understand that, they don't rush, they don't freeze, they move with a purpose. This time of year, especially around the holidays, can feel emotional. There's silence, there's comparisons, and then there's uncertainty. But the silence doesn't mean failure, and uncertainty doesn't mean you're behind. What matters most right now is clarity. Clarity about where your athlete fits, clarity about how to communicate, and clarity about what comes next. If you can give your child that clarity, you are already helping them more than you realize. Because recruiting works best when families slow it down just enough to make good decisions, but not so much that they miss their window. So stay focused, stay organized, and remember, there is more than one good path to a great college experience. And when your child finds that right place, you'll look back on this season and realize It wasn't about the stress. It was about finding the right fit. We are an educational organization that guides families through the college athletic process. Take the next step with the plan. It's free. Download it right now. Have a great holiday, and we'll see you soon.